Art has been a part of culture for centuries. Art can be a symbol of hate, hope, or love. It can help us find inspiration, comfort us in hard times, and can even provide glimpses in history. This week, we will be showing you the fine arts community in Stillwater. Welcome to Peace Corner, and I'm Noah Hooks.
And I'm Katie Howard. Each one of us experience art in our own unique way, whether it be a painting at our local coffee shop or that movie you've been dying to see. It's easy to say that art is all around us.
There are many different kinds of fine arts. Arts you can see, touch, hear, and sometimes even taste. If you're a fan of performance art or just enjoy the occasional festival, we have stories covering where to find and enjoy all aspects of fine arts.
Before we take you to our first story, I would like to take a moment to discuss what we typically consider fine art to be. Traditionally, there were 5 main arts: painting, sculpting, architecture, music, and poetry. This mindset is obviously outdated as we have an increase in our electronic art forms, such as animation and computer graphics. Photography, film, and production are other art forms that may not seem important at times, or maybe just taken for granted. Fine arts is inclusive and welcoming. Whether you're the star of the show or the one behind the camera, it all contributes to a collaborative and diverse environment.
Thanks, guys. If you don't recognize the sculpture behind me, we're in front of the Bartlett Center for Visual Arts here at Oklahoma State. They do everything in this building, such as paintings, drawings, ceramics, and 3D design. Angel Schwartz will now give you a better look at the visual arts community here at Oklahoma State.
The fine art community on Oklahoma State's campus is always growing. Even during a brief walk through campus, you'll find yourself surrounded by botanical masterpieces and giant bronze statues that command the attention of each and every passerby. While these larger-than-life pieces celebrate the talent of well-known artists, there is another place on campus that is dedicated to showing off the talent of the OSU family. Tucked away in the back of the Bartlett building, the Gardner Art Gallery is open to both students and the general public and hosts several exhibitions, lectures, and workshops. Director of the gallery, Teresa Holder, says that these events are held throughout the year and have an ever-changing rotation of working artists.
The Gardner Gallery, we host about 10 to 12 exhibitions a year. We have student shows, we have visiting artists, and shows that are curated by our faculty or by visiting curators or even by our art history master's students. And this shows our annual faculty exhibition.
Faculty members are not the only ones who are showcased. There are 2 shows that celebrate student talent as well. Do you think this will make it in one of them?
Studio majors work for months crafting their artwork from tiny pieces of clay into the beautiful masterpieces that are featured in the gallery. Senior sculpture major Darian Rush says that even though creating the works can be tough, it can also be highly rewarding to see the end result.
This is a chance to talk and have our own show, to invite people and eat, and so they can see like how much work we have been putting in.
Even though being able to show off her work is a highlight in her college career, Darian says that art means so much more to her than just a show.
When I'm working on art, I don't even think about anything else, which is the best thing. It's like meditation. I have like really bad anxiety, and that's kind of like my stuff behind my art is anxiety and tension and having so many things to think about. And so when I do get to come here and produce art, it all goes away.
So, next time you're walking through campus, make sure to stop by the Gardner Art Gallery to see just how creative the Cowboy family can be. For Pete's Corner, I'm Angel Schwartz.
Thanks for that, Angel. The Gardner Art Gallery's reception for their current show will be October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. And it's the perfect way to meet the artists.
And we'll be back later with Parker Butler with information on the McKnight Center.
There are many establishments in Stillwater that offer fine art classes. but Prairie Arts certainly offers the most community. Kira Bruce has more information on the classes and community.
The Prairie Arts Center in Stillwater, Oklahoma makes fine art accessible to every man, woman, and child through several classes. The art education coordinator, Liz Dewick, teaches many of these classes and loves to share the importance of fine art with her students.
I think every town needs arts, or every space needs some kind of place to go to that can support them creatively. And if they have some kind of idea or curiosity towards the arts, I think it's important that we're here to support that. It's just it's an outlet, it's fun, it's a way to get to know ourselves and each other better. I could give you a million reasons, but...
The Prairie Arts Center is a bustling hub for the art scene in Stillwater, but Liz's favorite part of working here is giving her students the knowledge of fine art that they need to grow as a person and an artist.
We want to be a space where people feel comfortable to creating and not intimidated by this fine arts and pressure. One of my adult painting students that she had no experience painting, and so she was really nervous and kind of intimidated to do this painting class because she just had never done that before, and I didn't even know she really wanted to, at the first class, and so it was a little rocky at first. But it's a 6-week class, so I was like, we'll help, we'll figure it out, we'll change up the system. And so by each week, she progressed and progressed, and then she's almost done with this beautiful painting she's done now, and just seeing her face when she, that proud moment where she's like, oh, I get it, I know what you mean now, I know you had to say it over and over, but it finally sunk in, and just seeing that kind of light bulb click for her, and it was just really, really cool to see her personal development just in a month's time in this painting class.
Liz wants everyone to know, no matter what age or experience level, there is an artist inside everyone. For Pete's Corner, I'm Kira Bruce.
Thanks, Kira. I had no idea they offered so many classes. I'll have to find some time to check it out.
Dance is one of the oldest forms of fine art. Jesse Brazier has more on dance that can be found at OSU.
Oklahoma State is a great place for anyone who wants to get involved in dance. From students looking for a fun break from their tough schedule, all the way to students hoping to make a career out of dance, OSU has you covered. There are multiple options available to students, ranging from intro to dance to musical theater. Leslie Miller, OSU's dance instructor, believes dance can be beneficial to all students.
Actually, in general here at OSU, everybody really likes the break from their normal studies. So it works the other side of the brain for once. They get a chance to kind of relax and do something either they've been doing forever or something that they wanted to try that was new. It gives them a chance to work out a little bit, condition, twice a week sort of thing.
But for students looking to do more than take a break and get some exercise, there is a minor program offered through the university. Sophomore Alana Templin is one of those students that is committing herself to dance.
I was really excited when we came to OSU and there was a dance program that offered lots of different options. Being able to take things like ballet, contemporary, choreography, things that were never offered to me in high school was amazing, and I really enjoyed it.
Behind every dance student is their instructor. But how did OSU's only dance instructor get to where she is now? Leslie Miller is experienced in all 3 types of dance: social, theatrical, and ritual. Miller spent 15 years in his studio and went on to get a master's MFA in dance performance with focus on ballet before starting at a dance company in Cleveland, Ohio.
Because it was a repertory dance company. So here in Oklahoma, we have regional ballet companies, so Tulsa Ballet, Oklahoma City Ballet. So this one specifically does a little bit of everything. So sometimes I wore pointe shoes, sometimes I was barefoot, it was sometimes ballroom dancing. It was definitely a mix in terms of what we were doing.
After a back injury, Miller went to work at a Chinese folk dance company before realizing she wanted to teach. She leads all of the dance classes at OSU and instills dance's artistic value in her students, one of which believes that everyone should have some dance in their life.
Dance can benefit everyone. It can teach people things that they would otherwise never know, and it's a great foundation for whatever you want to do in life. If you want to pursue a dancing career, or if you want to be a doctor or something, I think either way, dancing is wonderful and helps everyone and benefits everyone.
For Pete's Corner, I'm Jesse Brazier.
Thanks, Jesse. I also think that everyone should have a little dance in their life.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have a story on the Cowboy Theater Department's fall production. And later, we'll meet with Parker Butler and get that update on the McKnight Center.
I want to show you something. This is the money we could save by switching from fresh packed California crushed tomatoes to concentrated tomato paste.
I want to show you something too. I got a new door. Go take a look at it.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8.
Pizza.
Introducing Lincoln Black Label at Diffie Ford Lincoln. Designed to impress those with impeccable taste, Lincoln Black Label features a collection of interior themes and a host of exclusive membership privileges, inspired by attention to detail and a love of automobiles. With Lincoln Black Label, you'll enjoy an extended premium maintenance plan that covers wear items or even remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label isn't about luxury ownership, it's about membership. Lincoln Black Label, exclusively at Diffie Ford Lincoln.
At ASAP Energy, our goal is to provide the best customer service for whatever our clients need.
My relationship with ASAP Energy came about in 2007. I was wanting to build a convenience store. I didn't know how to do it. I'd never been in the business. I just felt comfortable with Rick. And so I knew that I wanted to do business with a guy like that. Integrity, loyalty, and family. I would recommend that to anybody. Thanks for taking a chance on me.
At ASAP Energy, everything matters.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Welcome back to Pete's Corner. Before we get to OC's fall production, Cassie Gann has a story in high school performing arts.
When growing up, confidence doesn't always come naturally, but a way to gain confidence is by being involved in the performing arts.
The theater world is kids learning and having the ability to really gain their confidence of who they are as a person, and then going out and being able to, communicate with people.
A lot of people think theater is all on stage, but most roles are actually behind the scenes.
Part of the thing with tech theater is we get a lot of students who aren't necessarily theater kids. They kind of come from, they're not sports kids, they're not band kids, they're not orchestra kids or acting kids. They're just kind of, for lack of better words, the remainder of the students of that. So we get a really eclectic group of people.
The local high school in Stillwater isn't the only place for the youth to gain experience in the performing arts. Town and Gown, Stillwater's community theater, welcomes kids of all ages, including adults, to be a part of their productions. Town and Gown Theater does their productions in the round, which can be more of a challenge.
Well, this is my first Town and Gown show, and I think it's really fun. I want to do a lot more, and I think Town and Gown is so much more fun because the audience is like only a few feet away from you.
There's a list of activities that are considered a part of the performing arts, but theater and acting is the most popular.
I like acting because it makes me feel more free, and when I'm on stage it doesn't kick me out. I feel like I belong there, it feels like my home, and it gives me more of a confidence boost.
People of all ages have found their voice while being a part of the performing arts because it provides them with the confidence that they didn't have before. For O State TV, I'm Cassie Gann.
Who knew that the performing arts had so much more to offer than just a show? Thanks, Cassie.
In this next story, look forward to action, romance, and comedy as Crystal Mota brings us more on OSU's newest production.
Art is described as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. It is used in a visual form to show its beauty or emotional power.
Once the curtain opens, the students have the ability to show the power of self-expression and emotion, which can be found here at Oklahoma State. Many students embrace the history of art by developing many theatrical shows from the past, like Oklahoma State Theater's upcoming show, The Three Musketeers. Not only does Oklahoma State's theater program give students the power to show their emotion, but also give them the ability to use their creative skill by creating sets, wardrobe, and the opportunity to explore new things, like student Evan Hawk did with sword fighting for their upcoming show,
Whenever we started the class, nobody was going to be perfect. And as much as you wanted to try to be really good, there's no way you were going to be, because it's just so much technicality behind it. But after being in the show, being in rehearsals 5 times a week, fighting every night for the past 6 weeks, and being in the class twice a week, I definitely feel like I've definitely improved. It's just something that you look back and you realize how terrible you were when you started and you thought you were so good. And now you realize how much work has to go into something like this for it to even improve slightly.
The Department of Theater displays the expression of art and beauty by creating shows that include the past history and modern aspects of life to this day. These students embrace the opportunity to give you the best show possible. So check out what the theater has coming up. The theatrical aspect is more than just acting. It is all about building the script and how to set the tone of a show, which all takes months of preparation and delicate thought. It continues to be a non-stop process of expression of art in many ways, as well as presenting the beauty to the eye of the beholder. Theater student Carly Granado has more on the behind-the-scenes art.
This is all art. And so every time we choreograph and every time we set up a new scene, we make sure that we know exactly what the audience is going to be seeing and what the audience is going to enjoy. And so we set it up in a way that's always going to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye or something that's going to draw your attention. This is very artistic.
After weeks and weeks of rehearsals, the OSU Department of Theater is ready to present to you The Three Musketeers. Their first show is Thursday, October 10th at 7:30 in the Sarantine Center. For Pete's Corner, I'm Crystal Moda.
Thanks, Crystal. For more information on how to get tickets, go to the link on the screen.
Graphics are used in all types of media. From infographics to 3D, DeJuan Kim tells us about this relatively new art form.
The more media develops, the more people are likely to want dynamics. Motion graphic refers to digital footage or animation that creates the illusion of motion or rotation. Nowadays, it commonly uses any videos to satisfy the audience. Motion graphic is now the most effective way to describe infographic. Although it looks easy to make, it takes a lot of effort to make just 1 second of animation.
I mean, even a couple seconds can take you a long time, hours, just making, I don't know, 5 seconds of animation, depending on how complex it is.
Motion graphics also can include videography and 3D effect. A lot of visual effects use motion graphics software to create realistic environments.
From simple text and another visual effect, you can do whatever you imagine.
Also, the motion graphic can pull out to real world. Projection mapping refers to projection technology used to turn object into a display surface for video projection. Likewise, using motion graphic, you can screen your video on the wall to create visual reality.
The way that you bring people's attention to a single thing, how much lighting can change things, how much an edit can change things.
Certainly, it is complicated sometimes to learn something new, but it gives more joy when it comes off as technology. For Pete's Corner, I'm DeJuan Kim.
Thanks, DeJuan. I never knew that something I see every day could be so complicated.
Before the break, I'm here with local artist Jacoby Gonzalez. He's one of my personal favorites. Jacoby, do you believe that you would receive more recognition for your work in a larger city compared to a relatively smaller town like Stillwater?
Absolutely. I believe that in larger cities, there's more opportunity to branch out into other organizations and artistic groups, and it's easier to get your work showcased. Whereas in a smaller town, I think everybody is more like-minded, and so it's harder to be different and to get your art out there more. So yes, absolutely.
And can you tell us, is there any way, anywhere you look for to get inspiration for your work, or do you just find yourself working on a piece?
It kind of depends. Most of the time, I feel like I just feel like I need to create something, and I'll just kind of, I don't know, just whatever comes to me. But sometimes there are moments where I'll look towards like landscapes and nature and something that's really natural just to draw. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The deli department at Homeland is Oklahoma's headquarters for party trays. Enjoy the time with family and friends at your next event, and let your neighborhood Homeland create the perfect fruit, deli, or cheese tray for you. The party planners at Homeland will help you choose the perfect party food, sized just right for your guests. Call us, stop in, or order online, and we'll make it ready for pickup on your schedule. Make your next party special with a party tray from your neighborhood Homeland.
Good to be home, Homeland.
Love these things. Hilarious. I'm sorry. Force of habit.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Hi, it's Sam at Louis Grill and Bar, here to introduce our new menu items from south of the border. Come try our new poblano chicken tacos, or the ever-popular sriracha shrimp tacos. At Louis, where you come for the food, but stay for the fun.
It's hard to imagine my life before her, or a day without her. So much of what I take for granted simply wouldn't exist. She is the force that holds our life together. She is my everything, the center of my universe, from Forevermark. The diamond, the promise. Available at Lewis Jewelers.
I'm Randy Heights with 1077 The Franchise, and let me tell you about the HCG diet from New Leaf Wellness and what it's meant to me. Over the last year, I've dropped 90 pounds, and this has been a lifesaver, guys. I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't always get to the gym, and what's been incredible about this diet, when I can't work out, I still lose the weight. 90 pounds in a year is a lot for anyone, but for me, it's been a miracle. Why don't you give New Leaf Wellness Centers a call and see if they can't help you with a free consultation, or go online at newleafcenters.com.
For our next story, we're going to dive into the vast and diverse showcase of artwork here in Stillwater at Oklahoma State University's Museum of Art. Our reporter, Francisco Ochoa, gives us the details.
Art. The expression of human creative skill and imagination can be found here in Stillwater at the Oklahoma State University's Museum of Art. The Once Postal Plaza showcases a variety of rotating exhibitions which the museum displays throughout the year. The museum features artwork from its permanent collection as well as other pieces of artwork that are provided by institutions and individuals by loan. Museum of Art student intern and English literature major Laurel Newsom shows us the museum's largest exhibition of artist J.J. McVicker about post-war American art.
It's mainly a focus on putting Oklahoma on the map of the importance of the arts district, because usually people think of art in America in California or in New York, so it's like jumping the middle completely out of it being relevant. So the point of J.J. McVicker's Centering Modernism is to put us on the map of us being relevant in the art world.
The Oklahoma State Museum of Art doesn't only display its permanent collection, but it also showcases other individuals and institutions' artwork that the museum puts on display. Museum of Art student intern and art history major Landis Bowder gives us a glimpse of the Benjamin Harrow Jr. art exhibition currently being displayed at the museum.
Right, so this is our Benjamin Harjo exhibit.
He actually went to OSU. He's a Native American artist. He's known for his bright use of colors and patterns, and he's pretty well known in the community for bringing kind of a modern flair to his native heritage and those themes.
Admission to the museum is free for everyone thanks to the support of the OSU Museum of Art advocates. The museum is open on Tuesdays from 11 to 4, Wednesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 7, and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 to 4. The museum is closed on Sundays and Mondays. For Pete's Corner, I'm Francisco Ochoa.
Thanks for that, Francisco. And for more information on OSU's Museum of Art and their current art exhibits, go to the link on the screen.
And now we go to Parker Butler, who's standing outside Stillwater's newest addition to the town, the McKnight Center.
Hi guys, I'm back. I'm here at the McKnight Center for the Performing Arts here at Oklahoma State, and they're going to have a ton of performances here in this building next year. A new partnership with the New York Philharmonic will provide us with classes, lectures, and workshops. Josh Watson will give us more about the new PAC and its executive director.
The McKnight Center for the Performing Arts will be Oklahoma State's newest addition to campus that will offer unique opportunities to students, faculty, and members of the Stillwater community. It will host traveling Broadway productions, operas, ballets, choruses, symphonies, and much more. The McKnight Center will also offer students a chance to perform regularly in a professionally run, world-class, and state-of-the-art performance center.
The McKnight Center will offer Oklahoma State students a unique opportunity to work with and learn from professional artists as they visit Stillwater and the McKnight Center.
We talk with them not only about that performance, but also simultaneously about teaching the students at Oklahoma State University. So we're striving to create learning opportunities for our students with all of the visiting artists that would come in to the McKnight Center.
It will also be presenting a series of concerts in its first season.
We of course start with the New York Philharmonic in October of 2019, and we believe that among the 3 different performance spaces, the performance hall, the recital hall, and the outdoor plaza, we will present roughly 25 performances across that first season.
The ultimate end goal is to expand and enhance the brand of Oklahoma State University's Fine Arts Department. With the addition to the McKnight Center, Stillwater will gain a strong national presence as a university that is rich in art and culture. For Pete's Corner, I'm Josh Watson.
The McKnight Center is expected to open the fall of 2019. Thanks, Josh.
It's fascinating how ink on skin can create such unique and expressive pieces. Kennedy Birch gives us an inside look on the tattooing scene here in Stillwater.
Tattoos are a form of body modification where a design is made by inserting ink into the dermis layer of the skin. Almost any kind of design can be chosen, and they can mean something different to everyone who has one. Stillwater is home to Black Shamrock Tattoo, a parlor that's been around since 2014. Austin Woodliff and Matt Nogabi are the artists who run the show around here. They've worked on countless tattoos and consider their jobs to be one of the most expressive ones out there.
There's so many different mediums in art, and it's its own medium. Just because you can draw doesn't mean you can tattoo. You have to learn how to do it, you know.
Tattooing is becoming an increasingly sophisticated discipline and is now considered by many to be a new branch of art. But what exactly goes into the process?
So we really try to tap into people's ideas. So they come in, they consult with us, we talk about what they're thinking, not so much what they see. And then our process takes the description, and puts a visual basis to it.
Austin has been my tattoo artist since I got my first one over a year ago. Since then, he's worked with me to turn my vision into a reality. He's turned my arm into a garden.
Originating back in Neolithic times adorned on mummies, this form of art has been around for ages. There are many different types when it comes to tattoos. These can vary from traditional, realism, tribal, Japanese, black work, and more. Each of these types hold their own meanings and symbolism in the culture they come from that you might not know about.
Not many things left that can be so long-term. We get paid to craft something for people that they carry to their grave. So, I mean, it's a living, breathing canvas. Everybody changes, everybody's different, their bodies are different. So it makes it very unique in its own way.
The art of tattooing doesn't get the credit it deserves. Some consider them to be unprofessional or distasteful, but they don't actually know the incredible time and effort that goes behind these beautiful works of art. For Pete's Corner, I'm Kennedy Birch.
In 2006, Oklahoma became the final state to legalize tattooing. Thank you, Kennedy, for insight on that technical art form.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this fine arts episode of Pete's Corner.
We hope we've piqued your interest. I'm Katie Howard.
I'm Noah Hooks.
Have a good day.
See you next time.
And go Pokes.